Donna Bush. Glad you could join us for your CIG television news brief on this Monday. On Monday morning, Premier the Honourable Juliana O'Connor Connolly led a delegation to Jamaica to deliver relief aid to the island in support of that country's relief efforts following Hurricane Beryl. Now, some cargo was delivered to the island over the weekend on Sunday, and the rest left on Monday morning. Following discussions on the country's needs, it was decided that the priority items to be delivered include generators, chainsaws, tarpaulins, and air mattresses, amongst other things, valued at approximately US $50,000. The Ministry of Education also donated 40 laptops, while medical supplies have been provided by Health City Cayman Islands. Now, during the visit to Jamaica this week, Premier the Honourable Juliana O'Connor Connolly will present the donation as she and other government officials travel to attend the Denbigh Agricultural, Industrial and Food Show on Jamaica's Independence Day at the invitation of the Government of Jamaica. Now, the Premier who will speak at the event is accompanied by the Minister of Planning, Agriculture, Housing, Infrastructure, Transport and Development, the Honourable J. Ebanks, Minister of Border Control, Labour and Culture, the Honourable Dwayne Seymour, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, the Honourable Makiva Bush, and Acting Deputy Director of the Department of Agriculture, Demoy Nash. Now, this donation comes as part of the U.S. $1.2 million pledge by the Cayman Islands government to assist the 4 Caribbean countries most impacted by Hurricane Beryl. Similar donations have so far been made to Grenada and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Parliament holds a gala in honor of the Right Honourable Sir Lindsay Hoyle, Speaker of the House of Commons UK Parliament. Both local and visiting dignitaries, along with invited guests, listened attentively as Sir Lindsay talked about his trip to Grand Cayman and the many positive things he sees happening here.
Today, I've just learnt more about this special place. I call it the Robinson Crusoe Island. So beautiful, so wonderful, so special. And the challenges around that you have of conservation of the blue I've got to say, I was so impressed. The first time I came, the blue iguana, they couldn't show me because there were so few. In fact, it was whether it was going to end at that time, in that period. And I've got to say, what a challenge you've taken on. So many have been, the reintroduction of the blue iguana itself is quite an amazing feat. I'm really honoured to have so many opportunities to meet many members of the Cayman community. I was especially honoured to meet the Girl Guides after how badly they were treated by Girl Guiding UK. And I was there to give them their first British Overseas Territory badge. Having saved by Girl Guiding Northwest of England, I was a privilege, and the thought that Girl Guiding across all the overseas territories would have existed. Well, I've got to say thank you to those young women in Girl Guiding who sent the letters, who went out there to petition, and then I've got to say it was a success. Just playing my part in that, it was amazing.
Cayman Islands Speaker of Parliament, Sir Alden McLaughlin, during his remarks, spoke highly of Sir Lindsay, who is the first Speaker from the House of Commons to make an official visit to the Cayman Islands.
I've met many MPs over the course of my almost 34 years in Parliament, MPs from the UK, and many of them have expressed real interest and concern and support and love even for overseas territories. But what is quite remarkable about Sir Lindsay is, despite the fact that he's the Speaker, he holds no portfolio, he holds no ministry. He has been a source of tremendous support, guidance, and assistance to not just Cayman, but to all of the overseas territories.
Everyone was entertained by some of the most talented storytellers, dancers, and performers throughout the evening. We invite you to join us on News Brief Tuesday when we'll highlight Sir Lindsay on his tour of Grand Cayman. Well, Cayman Islands track athlete Devonte Howell says he's living his childhood dream by simply lining up with some of the best sprinters in front of 80,000 people recently. Howell made it through round 1 of the men's 100-meter race on Saturday at the Paris Olympics. While he qualified for the first round, his fastest time didn't allow him to race in the semifinals. Meantime, sailor Charlotte Webster put together her best finish of the 2024 Summer Olympics on Sunday when she finished 32nd in race 7 of the women's dinghy event's opening series. In race 7, Webster rounded mark 1 in 13, her best placement through the first mark in the games. The final 2 races for Charlotte were held early on Monday morning. We say a huge congratulations to both Howell and Webster. The Paris Olympics, meantime, will wrap up on August 11th. Let's have a look now at our local weather conditions. We can expect on this Monday night light to moderate southeasterly winds and seas across our area for the next 24 hours as Tropical Storm Debbie moves north along the Florida Panhandle. The Cayman Islands National Weather Service is monitoring a tropical wave over the eastern Caribbean, which, according to the National Hurricane Center, has a low chance of development over the next 7 days. This storm, of course, poses no threat to the Cayman Islands. Tonight, there's a low chance of rain. Seas will be slight to moderate with wave heights of 2 to 4 feet. The outlook over the next 2 days is for light northerly winds, along with smooth to slight seas through to Wednesday afternoon. Now, remember to always check out the best source for local weather coverage, the Cayman Islands National Weather Service's website, as well as their Facebook page. If you happen to be watching us on our YouTube channel, we ask you just take a moment to like, share, and subscribe for the most accurate government news. I'm Donna Bush. Have a great night.